Good morning. Today we will discuss metamorphism and plate tectonics. The major development of metamorphic rocks occurs near boundaries of lithospheric plates. This is well established fact that the major development of metamorphic rocks are along the boundaries of the lithospheric plates. The metamorphic rocks result from the forces active during plate tectonic process. The collision of plates, subduction, and sliding plates along transform faults create differential stress, friction, shearing, and compressive stress, folding, faulting, and increase in heat flow. The tectonic forces deform and break the rock, creating openings, cracks, faults, breccia, and zones of weakness along which magma can rise. Generally, greater the tectonic forces, higher the pressures and temperatures affecting the rock's mass, and greater the amount of resulting structural deformation and metamorphism. Metamorphism and plate tectonics are related because geothermal gradients observed are generally affected by plate tectonics, due to which magmas generated intrude into the shallow level of the crust. Now we can study, or you can explain the metamorphism in reference to plate tectonics under three headings, that is metamorphism at divergent plate boundaries, means where the plates are moving apart, and you all know that this is very common in sea floor spreading or mid-oceanic ridges where the plates are moving apart. So along that, the abovectic zone of magmatism, crust is hottest and throws and leads the entry of low pressure, low grade metamorphism, typical metamorphic zeolite green schist facies. In addition to metamorphism, convecting circulation of water causes metasomatism, and this is very well known as ocean floor metamorphism. So, at plate divergent boundaries where two plates are moving apart, the formation of mid-oceanic ridges takes place, and this is known by name ocean floor metamorphism. Second is convergent plate boundaries, means where plates movement of transform strike slip faults is generally not accompanied by magmatic activity. Consequently, type of metamorphism rock produced mainly are cataclastic. Sand Andreas fault in California and Alpine fault in New Zealand indicate pressure presence of zones of cataclastic rocks as that are up to several kilometers in width and length. So here this heat is not the important factor, it is the cataclastic metamorphism takes place, cataclastic and myelinotization takes place in conservative plate margins. The most common and the important is your metamorphism at convergent plate boundaries, which we can see in the diagram that this is the oceanic plate that has converged under this continental plate, and due to this here this is the formation of your high pressure high temperature rocks, and this side this is low pressure rocks. So this is also the paired metamorphic belts in many places in the world. This is at the convergent plate boundaries. This metamorphism takes place as convergent plate margins, and as far as the pressure development is concerned, I just said that this is more towards the oceanic side, and this is high pressure high temperature, you can say high grade metamorphic rocks, whereas on the continental side or towards the continental plate this is the low grade metamorphism relative to this oceanic side. So these two belts, this is of relatively low grade, this is of high grade, they run parallel by parallel. So this type of metamorphism is at the continental means you can say the convergent plate boundaries. The subduction of cool oceanic plates beneath an island arc or continental edge results in local depression of isotherms, with the result that two geothermal gradients, generally these two geothermal gradients, which one is generally less than 10 degrees centigrade per kilometer, is present near the oceanic plate. The geothermal gradient created by rapid rate of descent, means plate is descending, is sufficient to produce high pressure metamorphism. When continued with high pressures, high plate convergence at greater depth within the subduction zone, melting in the mantle above the descending plate, and probably that starts itself results from the release of volatiles from the plates and for generation of your frictional heat. This heat material moving upward results in the large vertical transform of heat producing geothermal gradient that may be more than 25 degrees centigrade per kilometer. Vertical movement of the magma to shallow depths produce high temperature, low pressure metamorphism in the continental crust. What you notice in this is continental crust. This is continental crust, right? High temperature, low pressure metamorphism in the continental crust as shown in the figure. The result of subduction process is often high pressure, low temperature belt in the vicinity of the trench. This is vicinity of the trench. This is here. This is the trench. Further inland above the deep portion of the subduction. Low pressure, high temperature metamorphic is developed when the rate of underthrusting is slow. Geothermal gradient may be too great to permit formation of low temperature, high pressure belt, and nature is belt is obscure. So this depends upon the movement with what rate the plate is moving. So all these decides. But overall speaking, when we say the metamorphism, the relation of metamorphism and plate tectonics, it can very well be explained in terms of three. That is the divergent plate metamorphism when the plates are diverting. As I said, there is the ocean floor metamorphism of geolite greensill facies. Such rocks, metamorphic rocks are produced. When we say this is conservative, means when the plates are slide passing, or you can say strike slip faults like in California and San Andreas, in California, these the rocks of your several kilometers length and width are formed. This is cataclastic or the magnetization. And the most important I told you is the metamorphism in the convergent plate boundaries. And even if the plates are descending slowly, these two pair metamorphic belts are also formed. So this is how one should have the concept of understanding that the metamorphism and the plate tectonics. By and large, what I said in the my very first sentence, that this is what the metamorphism process occur near the plate or you say lithotic boundaries. Means the major development, the main metamorphic rocks or the majority of the metamorphic rocks are found near the plate boundaries or the lithospheric plates. So this is all for this metamorphism and plate tectonics, and we'll talk of some, you can say, your metamorphy on a global with examples that in the plate boundaries in the next video lecture. Thank you very much.